Thank you, Rach, for coming. RAPC Systems has developed some intellectual property in the imaging systems that allows us to create a 220-degree view panoramic camera horizontally, as well as a 70-degree vertical field of view camera that actually allows for tilting of the camera in addition to all of that. So this means that the camera pretty much captures everything inside this entire room, from wall to wall and floor to ceiling. The advantage it has over existing cameras is that this panoramic camera only uses 2 image sensors rather than the current marketplace has cameras which have 3 or 4 cameras. The difficulty with 3 or 4 cameras is that it adds cost and it adds technical difficulty in creating the camera itself. So this camera is probably about half the price of the competing panoramic cameras, but those panoramic cameras that exist right now can't do what this thing does. So in showing basically what this unit does, what I'm showing is a view of the camera which actually is showing that it goes completely from this side of the world, it goes all around this room, comes right around to this wall here. Now 220 degrees horizontal field of view means it really does capture everything inside the room, wall to wall. But in addition, with a 70 degrees vertical field of view means that it actually captures a lot of the ceiling and some of the floor. Now the typical problem that you have with existing panoramic cameras is that when they try to incline, because they're separate small cameras, 3 or 4 cameras, and they've not done distortion correction as this camera does, the problem that they face is they start to tear and split at the top and the bottom of each of the images. So if you look at any panoramic cameras in the market right now, they actually have a problem that they can't resolve the join points between the cameras because they start to split apart. The join between these 2 cameras is in the middle, of course, but as this camera tilts forward and avoids getting some of the ceiling, you see at 5 degrees it tilted and it corrected automatically. It remains as a natural view throughout. It's 10 degrees, that's 15 degrees, that's 20 degrees, that's 25 degrees, and that's 30 degrees. What we have now is a view that basically doesn't include the ceiling, but now I can see all the way down to my feet down here. So I actually have captured pretty much the whole room, and it doesn't suffer the problem of the blind spot underneath the camera that existing panoramic cameras have. And in addition to that, we can safely say that the join point between the 2, as we go from top to bottom, and there's a join somewhere in between those 2 there, that join point disappears because simply the actual distortion correction is joining the 2 images correctly together. So essentially what we're doing is we created the intellectual property not with a view to producing our own product, but rather to either licensing or selling this intellectual property to camera manufacturers. Obviously it has tremendous advantages over the existing panoramic cameras in the marketplace today, and it's working in a natural view, so the side views of the cameras do not tear or split or warp as you change different angles. This is a 30 degrees inclination. Current cameras only go to about 5, so we've gone a lot further basically than any existing camera in the market today, eliminating blind spots to both left, right and below the panoramic camera. Thank you.